Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Kane's Draft to replace. On north side or south side as the yellow nod, we have ChefB2002. So on north side as the cyan ZOCOM, we have MisterGurkin. I'm not really familiar with this map. We do have a Tiberian's spike here, as well as up here. A lot of mountainous passes here. That's for sure. A lot of narrow paths as well. So stuff that will go up those passes will be in more or less a choke point. Let's see, is there any garrisons here? Looks like none of these are garrisons. Saboteur is pushing way forward, going to claim that Tiberian spike. We do have this rifleman squad advancing on forward. Does get inside that garrison. That's an actual garrison. Higher health, low health. And over here, this rifleman squad does get a bit of Tiberian poison there. Finds this house on the high ground. Now we got a Tiberian silo being floored on out. And that militant squad will easily go down. Got another refinery there. Looks like a harvesters. Over here, that looks like a harvester to me. And as well as a refinery as well. So both sides eyeing the eco up. Raider buggy coming for a nice scout. Very nice. Full spot his opponent going for economy, which does give him an idea of what he should prepare for. And since there's nothing to prepare for other than just eco, he doesn't have to. He can either have a choice of go for aggressive play, or he can be a bit more defensive. MCV pushes way forward. Got some more power plants in the field. I don't know why, it looked like that bird was seeing a bit of fire there. Keep on seeing things there. It's just a pit bull firing stuff as it drives around. Sign's now expanding out as well. Yellow has expanding out. Of course, Sign does have a bit more map control. Has a couple of these garrisons garrisoned. And looks like this attack bikes or raider buggies getting some decent damage there on the MCV. Do not get close enough to interrupt it. And the harvesters get some good damage there. Raider bug is now being pursued by rocket APC. And will go down to the rocket APC. Attack bike receiving a bit of fire there now. And he is going to see a refinery being poured on out. Refinery does go down. Let's take out the raider buggy there. Now, do got a second war factory plant in the field. Scorpion tank has been put on the field, but it does find immediately two predator tanks. Scorpion tank does go down. Oh, we got a hologram there. Not sure why he went for the hologram. He must assume that this one's going to push on forward, but he did not. More rocket APC being loaded on up. And now we got disruption missile here. Maybe trying to panic his opponent. Garrison structure will be ungarrisoned. And we got a load of blue Tiberian has been claimed by the Nod player. force of pushing way forward, gets good damage there. Takes out one of those Scorpion tanks there. One of the Predator tanks do in fact go down. Good focus fire coming out by both sides. There's a couple APCs remaining. One Predator. Looks like the Scorpion tanks are being picked up by these Predator tanks as well. And, ooh, Flame tanks. Whoa, how did I miss this? Flame tanks pushing me forward. Takes out one of the refineries there. Taking out the Tech Lab would be very, very nice. Tech Lab has gone down. Disruption missile again. Trying to disrupt his opponent, of course. Oh, it's something. That's a hologram. There's actually multiple holograms there. It looks like all the actual flame tanks are down.
Assembly complete.
Now we do have a Marv deployed out in the field. Immediately loaded up. Looks like 2 Zone Raiders, 1 Missile Troop, and 1 Repair Engineer. Should be very, very deadly, but also does defend himself slightly against aircraft. We also got Parasite Beam Silos here, so Yellow may have been floating a lot of cash. We got some Disruption Towers here as well. Very nice. Cyan has not really took a chunk out of this field just yet. Needs another refinery to support out these harvesters. Maybe a 2-5 ratio then. Another disruption there. Which he is going to try to hit these blue Tiberium harvesters. These 2 blue Tiberium harvesters need to bail out of there. Don't go for a full load. And this one with a full load will be gunned down. The other one will likely be gunned down as well. I don't think he's going to get both either of those harvesters back. Scorpion takes advancing forward. Now we've got the Marv advancing forward as well. We have the Militant Squad firing some bullets against him. It's not going to do much. Hammerhead's now pushing way forward as well. Militant Rocket Squad gets good damage there. These Tiberian silos making pretty good tank traps. Now here comes Avatar. He does not have EMP coils. That's hopefully EMP coils. Avatars starting to go on down. Avatars are not tripods that can't get EMP off. Those use the Avatar now. He needed that alive. Disruption Towers to see if it hits there. Not being focused down by the Hammerhead. Does have AP rounds. Disruption Tower does go ahead and go on down. Over here we got lasers. That was not EMP Scorpions. It does pull out some landmines there, but the Scorpion tanks have dozer blades, so they can able to drive through those the minefield no problem. Scorpion tanks will do some great damage there. We've got also more Tiberian silos here, like he's trying to do a stealth wall basically with those silos. We've got a SAM turret there. Probably could put the node behind the Tiberium silos. Catalyst missile does take out that infrastructure there. Very nice. Does to get him his own forces damage a little bit. Nothing. Got some missile squads here, but they all get killed off there. And now we do have EMP coils as well. Do have avatars trying to engage the Marv now, but the Marv should EMP war off relatively soon. Here comes another EMP buggy. Does get the EMP off, but does also EMP his own avatar there. Obvious light is now in range. Let's get this EMP buggy over here. Also puts some Tiberian size of low power. Somehow those can be EMP'd. Because some more hammerheads there. They're starting to focus on these EMP buggies, but now I'm going to try to hit those hammerheads. Not hammerheads, avatars. Marv is almost down. Marv is down. And now he doesn't have any, he needs more anti-aircraft here to try to draw them towards the SAM silo. There's another SAM silo there. No TID-4 missiles. Since he's gone for Disruption Towers, it's probably a good idea to not go for quad turrets. New guy still have an Avatar Huskier. He has not rebuilt the refineries. Has to long live his harvest to get enough credits in order to get our refinery over there. Assuming how long is harvesting, Yellow needs to start long as harvesting to get sort of any sort of income. This Avatar Husk has not been destroyed out by that Rifleman Squad. Bit of an oversight, I would say. Oh, and this Avatar husk is almost destroyed. And there's the engineer to pick up the Avatar husk. Do now have a Spectre artillery deployed on the field. You got a large number of pit bulls in APCs and a predator tank in this region. That must have been the wounded predator tank from earlier this match. Now it seems to reinforcements there. It does not have Tiberium field suits, so these missile squads will be poisoned when they go across. Or I should just throw this missile squad inside one of these APCs. They're all loaded up. Find these harvests as well, taking them out very, very good. Yale's economy has greatly stalled out. There's the MCV there. Not enough credits to pull out anything. He needs to stop building whatever's in this engineer redeem facility. He needs credits. Stealth tank receiving a bit of fire there. Stealth scan does come forward as well. The Black Hand will be focused down. Good there by the Spectre artillery. Avatar is being focused down as well. Some of these APCs are very, very wounded. Like this one here could be focused down. Spectre artillery does get a hit there on the Predator tank. And now, another disruption missile there. And we got tip core missiles there hitting these hammerheads. But thanks to the ceramic plating, it's able to withstand a lot more abuse. We got the stealth tank being good harassment there, get some great damage there, and we'll get gunned down and destroyed. Looks like blue or yellow's bring back some blue tib. He needs that refinery as soon as possible. Redeemer does come out.
The Redeemer has risen.
He will need to get an engineer there. It may be a good idea to also go for a missile squad rather than a Black Hand, because he's going to be fighting against some hammerheads. Might as well get some defense. Oh, wait a second. There's a decoy there. I got really confused there. Yep, the Spectre's also decoy. You can see down here there's no abilities. Got the engineer. We got the Black Hand loaded on up.
Marv assembly complete.
And now we do have in fresh Marv. We got some zone raiders here. One of them quite wounded. Missile squad as well. No engineer yet. We got some Venus supply on the field that should be effective versus those hammerheads. They're probably just meant for anti-aircraft purposes. Another disruption missile being fired out, and that hologram does wear off. Does get the race generator there. Wait, you can shoot yourself with the race generator? I did not realize you can actually shoot yourself with the squad. I know the hallucinogenic grenades can do that, but I did not realize the race generator did that as well. Spectre artillery firing away as well. Rolls a miss. There's of course a missile launcher onto this Marv here for good anti-aircraft defense. The bull's been pulled out as well. Good hits there from the Spectre artillery and from the Redeemer. Spectre will go down. It does go down. Right now, the zone raider launchers are out of range as well. They go now they're in range. Now here comes a shockwave artillery coming forward. Hammerheads as well. There's too many pickles and APCs in this region. This Venoms will go down. Got the landmine drop here, getting some serious damage from the Marv. Venoms all have gone down. The verticals do get some damage in as well. We may see another rage there. And the Redeemer does go down, take out the rest of these landmines. MCV's receiving the hits there, has not been able to pull out a refinery here. Venom will go ahead and go on down. Marv has received quite a bit of abuse, so it'll take a bit of time for him to get repaired up by that mounted engineer. Vertigo does go down as well. We have, looks like one Vertigo in the air somewhere. Oh, it stays alive there. And Nod does not go down just yet. Couple Venoms here. Venoms can't really do much versus the Marv. Going for the ground forces there. Does get a good hit down the Pitbull, taking it out. So there goes the stealth detection. Another disruption missile there. Disruption tower is also on the field as well. More Venoms. I'm not sure what those Venoms plan to do. Venoms do take up the missile squads there. Very nice. Vertical gets a good hit there on the Predator tanks. He needs to do immediately a Rage Generator. Rage Generator does connect. I'm going to take out some of those Predator tanks there. Venom's now trying to hit that Marv. It looks like it's a Zone Raiders or missile squads loaded in the back of these Hammerheads. There are just missile squads. Yeah, that whole signature generator. I love how it's like, oh, it can look like multiple units on the minimap. Nobody can really... This minimap's pretty hard to tell. Oh, got a cloaking failure there onto the Redeemer now. There's no engineer load on the back there, just a black can. Another EMP there. Does throw out some landmines there from the APC. Vertigo's coming on in. Get some good damage there. It does take out one of those Verticals as well. Who do have the Rage Generator there, taking out one of those avatars, the captured avatar. Venom's getting some good damage there onto the Hammerheads, but do fall back in time. There's a lot of veteran missile squads in the back then. The Marv does go down. This Hammerhead will go down. Neither player has expanded down in the center just yet. Yellow's MCV has not been rebuilt either. Venom's push way forward. Getting some damage there. Vertigo's pushing way forward. We got Engineer here. Engineer's now dead. Oh, that was some sort of bombing. Okay, Vertigo bomber. Pulled out some landmines there. Very nice. He's getting a bit closer there to get the black hand mount firing. Could possibly throw an engineer on the back of that. And the Space Outfleet Command will get focused down. We may want to sell it off to get some credits. It's pretty valuable. And sells off for a little bit of credits there. Missile launchers on the Zone Raiders do get a nice volley off. Another disruption. This Marv. Since it's not really Iron Expand, he could use that Marv to cleave through those central fields to get some extra income. So it's not infrastructure off to get some credits. Pitbull's now charging forward, trying to get some damage here. One of these power plants is severely wounded. Vertigo coming for a bomb run. Does get one of the Pitbulls there and goes down. Those Pitbulls hadn't moved. That Vertigo could have potentially took out 4, maybe all of them. That Vertigo missed as well and will be destroyed as well. Lose those Verticals, they're expensive. Parser will go and go on down there. Marv is still very much alive. I'm not sure where the Redeemer may have went. The Redeemer could be just straight up dead, but the Marv has plenty of health, so maybe not. That's a rifle spot on Tiberium poisoning. I don't know what happened to the Redeemer. I'm just trying to find a yellow beacon or some sort of yellow icon. Oh, there's the Redeemer, all the way back here. Of course, Redeemer cannot be healed up from air bay repair drones. It's not, what's it called? Rotor 3. Now I got some zone raiders loaded on back. Going for double zone raider, 1 missile, 1 engineer again. And wait a second, he doesn't even have a war factory. There is no war factory on the field. I did not realize that. I thought he still had a war factory, but since there's no war factory, he only has this airfield for production. Marv's going to take a swipe out of this Tiberium field, which is going to be really, really good for Cyan. Both sides are just starving on Tiberium. Yellow doesn't have... He has an MCV. Yeah, yellow MCV's now... Cyan's MCV's now pushing way forward. Got the Tiberium spike here. Get focused down by these Venoms. Now got another disruption missile as well. Constantly firing that off. He could, let's see, he could set off one of these refineries there to get out a militant squad to get thrown inside the Redeemer. Might as well throw something in there. Doesn't want to get rid of the tech lab. He can get another black hand from the operations center. Going for quad turret for 1 structure wouldn't be that important. Oh, Venoms do go down a little bit there. There's a good defensive number of pit bulls. Swiping out all the Siberian, very nice. And besides, maybe eyeing for a refinery right here on the blue tib. Pit bulls are not being focused down by these Venoms. And those pit bulls do go down there now. Was that a power plant there? Not so sure what he's planning at the moment. He does have a decent flow of Tiberium. Oh, does find the landmines there. None of them do go down. Some of those pit bulls do go down to the landmines. Now all this green tip has been claimed. Goes for another disruption. Let's take a quick look at each player's Tiberium. Cyan has a small reserve, nothing too significant, and the Kane's and the
our base is under attack.
Nod player does not have a whole lot of anything. Vertigo will see some missiles here from these pit bulls. Just may want to drop a bomb. Drop a bomb and failed. Now the Vertigo may go down. Does go down right there. Let's go for a rage generator there. Maybe we'll get some good damage. Nope, most of these guys were not affected. Marv's now trying to hunt down the Redeemer. Got a good number of Venoms here. Another, what's it called? Jamming missile there. And the Redeemer has been spotted there. And now the Hammerhead's trying to come in to respond to it. Hopefully that's a Firehawk. Right now he's been needing Firehawks a long time ago. And Firehawk does actually get taken out there. Pitbulls getting some great damage there onto those Venoms. Hammerheads receiving lots of fire there. Venoms see a bit more damage there. Does have a AA battery here. Low in power. Does do some power micro. And gains some good hits there onto the Redeemer. Redeemer's on Veteran C1. Veteran. But the Marv should be able to take out that Redeemer no problem. And even before took out the Warp Factory, his opponent still has an MCV here. Economy's getting back online. He could sell some of this infrastructure off, but here comes the AA battery with some damage there. His opponent can now only deploy out aircraft, Venoms, and Verticos. Marv can advance forward with impunity and take this stuff out. He does have, of course, a rocket in placement as well for good defensive damage. Sells off the tech lab there, very nice. Not sure why he hasn't deployed out a refinery down there. Militant right there. Venom's pushing way forward. Does finally get out a harvester there, and immediately gets focused down. Hammerhead does draw some fire there, which actually does save him. We do have also the slingshot here as well. Gains some great damage here. Good AoE damage from that Pitbull. And good hits there by the Marv, taking out a couple of those Venoms. This harvester will go ahead and go on down. Doesn't have a whole lot of blue tip flame. But still needs those harvesters, that's for sure. Hammerhead does go down. Got another slingshot here. Multiple slingshots here. Getting some great damage there on those Venoms. How many harvesters does Sign have? Just one. Ugh. He needs all that infrastructure there, so he can't sell any of that off. He does need another power plant. Does get another harvester out, very good. No more is now making his way forward. With 2 slingshots in this region, this Marv will definitely not go down. You'll need a lot of Venoms anyway to take out the Marv with that missile mount. Takes a little SAM site there, very nice. All that stuff is not that important. Disruption Tower does come out. He needs to put aggressive. He must have attack order. Now here comes the Venoms. We do have, of course, the A battery here for defense. Got slingshots here, as well as a Pitbull. All these power plants going down. Mars cleaning through Yellow's base. Sells off that power refinery there. It's going to need a lot of vertical bombing runs to take on this Marv. He needs verticos for that. Venoms will not be able to destroy this base before the Marv destroys his base. And we do got actually a bit of mine drop there deployed out by the Nod player. Marv will go ahead and close on in. If he takes out the airfield, that's basically game. Slingshots are still in the region as well. Just pull all his forces here, and he will keep that stuff alive. Venom's not going to try to dive in onto this Marv. It's not going to go well. Air tower does go down. Yeah, and that Marv is nowhere near to death. Once his refinery goes down, that is going to be game, and Yellow just backs out the game now. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.